Hello and welcome to Shopping East Tennessee on WTMB. Joe Palo with you again today, and today we come to you from our studios, WTMB studios, and we're on the set of the Tennessee Valley This Morning show that we have on each and every morning. And we're here today talking with Eric Gardner, a volunteer Rid of Pest, LLC. And Eric is going to talk to us today about a problem that we all have, especially this time of year, pests around our home, inside, outside. And Eric has the answers to get rid of these pests and make your life a little bit easier as you go about these spring months and the summer months, as obviously the pest will probably get worse. First of all, Eric, thank you for being with us today.
It's good to be here.
Volunteer Rid of Pest, LLC. Tell us, how long have you been in business?
We have been in business since April the 1st of 1970, so 41 years. We just recently celebrated our anniversary.
Wow, 41 years. And again, folks, as we tell you, businesses that we talk to you about, if they've been in business that long, obviously they are doing something right. Let's talk about the areas you serve, because I know there's people watching us all over East Tennessee. And to make sure that they know this is an area that you will serve where they live, tell us the areas and the counties that you serve.
Well, we service all of Bradley County, Polk County, Meigs, McMinn, Hamilton. Even go into North Georgia. We're licensed in both Tennessee and Georgia, so we can go into Dalton, Fort Oglethorpe, all those areas.
Okay.
We have a big service area.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we talked the other day before, obviously we went on air, we were talking the other day about some of the different pest problems that people have and how they try to go about getting rid of these pests. And a lot of times they try it on their own and they're not very successful. So a professional like yourself needs to come in sometimes and take care of the problem for them. There's a lot of pest control companies, I'm sure, out and about in the communities that we live, the community here that we live in and other communities that you serve. Tell us what makes Volunteer Rid of Pest, LLC, different from the rest.
Well, there's four things. Number one is our technicians. We have the best technicians in the industry. The reason is we pay higher than the industry scale. So when I get a good guy, we hold on to him. We take care of our guys. Our guys are career-minded. They're supporting their families. This is not just a stepping stone job to get something that pays better. So when my guys get here, they stay, and they're very well trained. Number two is the materials we use. There's a lot of different pesticides that can be used. Some don't have a very long residual life. They have a strong odor. We use the best. We use odorless products that have the longest residual, do the best job. Third thing is we're locally owned. If you have a problem, give us a call. We're right here. You don't have to wait and call Atlanta or Memphis or somewhere else and wait till they're in the area. We're always in the area. We're right here. We have guys assigned to Polk County, a guy that's assigned to McMinn County. So if you have a problem, we can get there quick, take care of your problem. We don't make you wait until the next day. We get there within hours. And the fourth thing is our 100% money back guarantee. If you have a problem, we come out. If we don't get rid of your problem, we'll retreat again for free, keep treating until it's gone. If you're still not happy, we'll refund your money. You have nothing to lose.
And you know, those of you watching right now, think about this, okay? If you have a pest problem and you call Volunteer Rid of Pest, LLC, to come out and get rid of your problem, the reason why you've called them, obviously, is to get rid of the problem that you have. If they do it, there you go. Problem solved. You pay them the money and they're on their way and your problem is solved. If not, you don't owe them a thing. So it's a win-win situation. If you have a severe problem with pests, this gentleman and his staff will make sure they are gone. And if they're not, for whatever reason that may be, they'll give you your money back. So it's a win-win situation. There's no reason not to give them a call, especially if you're experiencing some of the pest problems that are around today. We talked about a few problems, and we'll hopefully go into some of these in detail, but let's talk about one that we talked about before we went on air here just a few minutes ago. It's a big problem now. Of course, I guess in the springtime, it's a big problem with a lot of different flying insects and the different things that the way that they go about multiplying. One big problem I know is beetle problem, a lady beetle problem,
lady beetles,
and a carpenter bee problem. A lot of folks are experiencing that. Tell us a little bit about that and how what you can do to help them eradicate that problem.
Well, both of these are seasonal insects. The lady beetles usually come out in the early spring and then in the fall, and they congregate on the side of homes and work their way inside. And then if they get inside, you're going to put up with them all winter. And some people just have a few, some people have a few hundred, some people have a few thousand, just depends on the particular home. The way to control them is to treat the exterior of the home before. You don't want to wait until you get them. I mean, we can handle them once you get them, but it's more difficult. But if we can do a surface application to the exterior of the home before they get in, then we can keep them from ever getting in, and we can eliminate the problem at the source. With carpenter bees, the same thing. A lot of people are they're kind of retroactive. After they're already there, they're battling them, trying to prevent them, trying to treat the holes, and that's just treating the symptom. We actually do a surface application to the wood surface so that when they try to bore a hole, once they start, they come in contact with the material and they fall to the ground and they never get that far. So this is a fairly new treatment method that we're using. It's been very successful. So we solve the customer's problem.
Well, I don't think you folks realize, of course, those of you that may have this problem, I've got it, so that's why I'm very interested in what Eric has to say. I think many of you that have that problem don't realize, and I didn't realize till we just talked about this, if you have a problem today, this year, with carpenter bees, and you try to patch the problem by maybe filling the hole or doing whatever, it's not going to help. And next year, your problem will be doubled, and then the following year maybe tripled or quadrupled, and then so on and so on and so on. So if you don't get rid of the problem at the source at the beginning, there's a chance that they will continue to multiply every year to where you've got too many of them to even try to control.
Yeah, they get gradually worse each progressive year if you don't attack the source. If you just kill a few, then they just get progressively worse.
And I think people, I thought they just bored a little hole and stayed right there, but from what you said is they bore a hole, then they travel as much as 3 feet through the grain of the wood to lay their eggs. So just by patching that little hole, you still got all these eggs that are built up laying back in the wood somewhere.
And it can compromise the structural integrity of the deck or whatever they're infesting over time, because they go into the floor joist about an inch or two, make a right turn, and go down the grain. And if you have several years of that, you can see that there's not much wood left in the center after they've done that a while.
Yeah, see, and that's dangerous on top of everything else. Speaking about pest in wood, obviously termites are a big problem. And I had mentioned to you that we had some dead trees in the backyard, and I pushed one over, and there was like, all you could see were termites. Termite problem is a big problem here, I guess, and tell me again, or tell the folks maybe for the first time, what people don't really know about termite mounds in their yard. I think you told me every acre's got so many mounds, termite mounds.
And Dr. Brian Forster from the University of Georgia estimates that in the southeastern United States, every acre of ground has 3 to 5 termite colonies, every acre of ground. So if you're on a half-acre lot, you've probably got at least 2 to 3 termite colonies in your yard. Now, termites feed on wood. Trees as they grow in the forest, they can't eat live wood, but they can eat a dead root or a dead limb, or if the tree blows over, they can feed on that. Well, what happens when we develop subdivisions in the forested areas, we cut down the trees, which is their natural food source, and we build our homes. If these homes aren't treated properly, which many are not, they become termite food at some point. So, according to Dr. Forschler, in the southeastern United States, there's 2 kinds of homes: those that have termites and those that are going to have termites, unless you take preventative measures.
Right, and I think that's something that folks, again, if you're watching us right now and you think you may have a problem, you need to give Eric a call, let him come out and see how serious your problem really is. The phone number for those that are watching before we go any further, if they'd like to give you a call.
It's 472-7736, and we provide a free inspection, free evaluation. Won't cost you anything to have us come look.
Terrific. And then it's a good way, obviously, to find out exactly how serious of a problem you may have. Now, also, I know that we talk about, of course, the termites, we talk about the carpenter bees, the lady beetles, and that type of thing, but I think there's other pests that people have that, away from the insect line, rats and mice and squirrels maybe building nests up in their attic or whatever, problems that you take care of as well.
Yeah, there are a lot of different pests. Some of them are just strictly a nuisance, like ants and spiders. Some spiders are not a nuisance, they can be dangerous. But there are a lot that can actually destroy your home and cost you tens of thousands of dollars to get these repairs made. Termites, carpenter ants, things like that. Also, rodents can get into your home. They can gnaw on electrical wires, can start fires, they can short out computers, plus their feces and excrement can contaminate food.
Right.
Just a lot of things most people don't think about. Squirrels in your attic. Another service we provide is wildlife removal. A lot of people call us with skunks in their crawl space, possums in their crawl space, raccoons in their attic. All these things can be very dangerous. You know, if your child should come in contact with something that's living under your crawl space while they're out in the yard playing, we've had that happen. So these are all services we provide, very reasonable price. Again, 100% money back guaranteed.
Yeah.
If we don't take care of the problem to your satisfaction, we give your money back.
That's a terrific thing. You know, and I guess, you know, the pest, the types of pests can go on forever and ever about. But I think the bottom line here is that if someone has pests that have infiltrated their home or their property, you guys can get rid of it. I know we were talking too about bees. A lot of times people won't even realize till it's too late that they may have a bee colony behind maybe their brick somewhere in their home that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You guys even get rid of that. You got a bee suit, the whole thing, and you get rid of those as well.
Yeah, we can take care of bee problems, hornet problems, yellow jacket nest, anything. We have a sting suit. My guys can gear up in that. They can go right to the source of the problem, eliminate it, take care of it. You don't have to worry about trying to spray it with the hornet spray and getting stung. My guys know what they're doing. They can take care of the problem very affordably, and nobody gets stung.
Is there any pest that you have come across that you just can't really?
No, not really. For many years, we didn't do skunks. If somebody had a skunk in their crawl space, we didn't mess with it. We've got a guy working with us named Whitney Walsh. He can actually go trap a skunk, put it on the carrier on the back of his truck, and release it and not get sprayed.
No kidding.
I don't know how he does it, but he does it.
I guess that's a good. I guess, is he married? I guess that's probably good for his wife that he's probably never been sprayed.
Actually, no, he's not married yet. So, but yeah, he's just, I don't know, he's got the knack.
Right.
He can do it, and he's very good at trapping these wild animals and removing them without a problem. And takes them out in the country. We don't harm them. We release them and
That's good.
take them out to the country where they're happy.
Well, let's go real quick here and talk about a couple other things. Mosquito Guard.
Mosquito Guard's a new service that we started this year. For years, clients have asked me, you know, what can we do about mosquitoes? Can you get rid of them? And up until this point, we had to say no. We didn't. There's nothing we could do. Well, we found a new treatment system. We use a back mister, and it actually applies the product in a mist at 120 miles an hour. The reason that's important, mosquitoes like to hang out during the daylight hours in shrubbery, usually dense shrubbery. If you just spray the surface, you're not getting where they are. With this blower, it blows it to the center of the plant where the mosquitoes are. So we can kill them on contact. We treat the entire lawn, all the shrubbery, any harborage areas, and we'll guarantee it too. We'll treat your lawn. If you have any problem, if you're not 100% satisfied, we'll retreat for free. If you're still not happy, we'll give your money back. Now, we recommend a monthly program for the mosquitoes because it will last for 30 days. So I ask people all the time, you know, they say, can you get rid of these bugs? I say, how long do you want rid of them? You know, you want rid of them for 30 days or forever? You know, that's where we come in. We can get rid of your problem today and keep it that way.
Forever. Well, what about the Energy Miser? Tell us about that.
Energy Miser is another, our clients were having a problem. A lot of times we go into attics and crawl spaces, and I would notice they didn't have any insulation at all in their crawl space, or very little in their attic. We could see every ceiling joist. So I started checking into that and found that most people didn't have anywhere near the attic insulation they needed, and very few had any crawl space insulation at all. So we started installing those products. We've gotten in with the TVA. We're a TVA approved contractor, so we can, anyone who wants to take advantage of the TVA rebate program can get half the money they spend back on the installation, then save money every month from now on.
That's a great deal. Eric, there's so much stuff we can talk about and go on and on and on. Unfortunately, we have run out of time, but I do want to tell everybody once again, if you have a pest problem, this is the man you're going to want to call, Eric Gardner of Volunteer Rid of Pest, LLC. Phone number 472-7736. Again, 472-7736. Get rid of your problem for good. Give him a call, and I tell you what, He's a good man. It will come out, free estimate, let you know exactly what they can do, when they can do it, how they can do it, and you'll live happily ever after in your home, pest-free. Eric, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you.
For Shopping East Tennessee on WTMB, I'm Joe Palo.